works.
Alright, let's see if this shit... Alright, I think we're starting. We are starting. I think we're about to get it in. Alright, people, what up? What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game with Miles Cunningham. We, had to start the stream a little late, but we're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
So we're on?
Yeah, we're on. We are fucking on. You know what I'm saying? Wow. We are on. So shout out to everybody coming into the chat. You feel me? Indigo TV. Building Self 702. King G, what up? Cardio King, what up? Lance Riveria, what up? What's going on? What's the deal? The Geek Surgeon in the building. Will in the building. The Dark Cloud NC in the building. What's going on? You understand? The Dark Cloud NC, you said you was about to go live and roast both of us, but after watching your stream, you earned my respect. Word?
Now still go in there and do it, though.
Exactly. Still do it. You know?
Still do it.
Eugene, David, what up? What's going on?
Publicity's publicity.
Rohan, oh shit, Mimi M in the building.
Yo, Mimi, when you coming to New York?
Miles was looking at the comments, Mimi.
Yeah, I saw the comments, Mimi, so you can't front on me now.
Mimi said she'll fuck Miles for free. So, it's already documented.
But what Mimi don't know is when I'm finished fucking her, she gonna give me money.
She said you look cute in the shades.
Thank you, Mimi.
She got a crush on you now and shit.
Yeah, she did.
You know what I'm saying? She said, let me know. Oh my God. She's this. She fiending for the D, bro. But anyway, so today's show, man, we're gonna be talking about why you should never let a woman change your plans. You feel what I'm saying? Never let a woman change your plans. So what we're talking about is, this goes like all across the board, right? This can be a chick changing plans on a date. This can be you planning to do something, right? You tell her, hey, I'm going to do A, B, and C. And then she wants to tell you, hey, well, why don't you do this instead? And then, some guys will end up doing this shit. So it's really you having to be strong in whatever the fuck you're doing and just sticking with whatever you're going to do, regardless of what the woman is trying to do and say that you should do, besides what you're trying to do. Because what happens is even earlier, wasn't some chick trying to see you and you told her I'm going to be busy this week?
Yeah. I mean, this chick, she was one of the ones that was flaking on me last week, right? And I knew I was going to be busy this week because we working on the documentary and everything.
Game Kings coming soon.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Right. Check the Instagram. We got some clips on there. Feel me? At real Mr. Locario. So yeah.
K-Zag20 in the building. Shout out to you. What up?
What up, K? So she flaked on the nigga like it wasn't important. You feel me? And then I was like, all right, cool. She's like, oh, can I come through tomorrow? And I was like, it's not gonna be possible tomorrow, but we could try for next week. Right. Because I told her, I got things that I'm doing. So she hit me up today talking about, are you free? I'm like, what's up? She's like, oh, can I come see you after 9 tonight?
Right.
And I'm like, nah, I got plans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I already told her that we could try again next week. Mm-hmm. And it don't sound like a plan. It don't sound like anything concrete. But I said it. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It don't sound like anything necessarily concrete, but I said that shit. When a man says something, he should take responsibility and hold on to it. Right. Right? And much love to the big homie Boss Mac Top Soil.
Shout out to you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't no tender dick nigga. You understand? So just because a bitch holler at me like, yo, I want to come through and get some dick, I'm not fiending for no pussy out here. So I would break my plans and change up what I said just to get pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Remember, females are always gonna be using pussy to try to fuck with you, to try to change your shit, to try to see, test your boundaries and see, because we talk about shit tests, we talk about tests, we talk about this, we talk about that. A female's main power is pussy. So they're gonna use it and they're gonna see if you are who you say you are. And a part of being who you say you are is doing what you said you was going to do. So if I tell you that I can't see you till next week, then that's just it. I can't see you till next week. You understand? But see, she trying to like on the low, trying to finagle and see. Oh well, let's see if he's weak enough to fucking switch his shit up for pussy.
Right.
No, I'm not that nigga. I'm not that nigga. You understand?
Right.
So I let her know. Nah, I already got plans. You understand?
And you know what it is? This is what you gotta understand. Women, right? What they'll do is because they think, and this is how women think, right? Generally, for women, nothing is set in stone.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Nothing. I repeat, for women, nothing is set in stone. So because nothing is set in stone for them, right? They sometimes assume that nothing is set in stone with you, right? Mistake, and so, right, bitch. Exactly. So then what happens is she will act like it's okay for her to sort of impose what she wants on you. So for example, I'll give you an example. I was out with a chick one night, right? And I told this woman, right? We were out hanging out maybe around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I told this woman, I'm good until midnight. I said, at midnight, I gotta go. Right? So what happened was, we're chilling, we're hanging out at her crib, you know, we talking, we eating some food, you know, we start kissing and doing whatever. Right? But mind you, I told her I gotta leave at midnight. So I'm trying to get all touchy-feely and do some shit with her, right? But this chick want to keep talking for a little more longer, right? So finally, maybe around like 11:15, she starts to like loosen up and fucking make shit happen, right? So long story short, you know, she gave me head, but then she also wanted to get the D. You understand what I'm saying? But what happened was, by the time it was, you know, time for her to get the D, it was going on midnight. So guess what happened? She didn't get the D. And she was like, oh, but could you stay a little longer? I said, no, I told you I have to leave at midnight. You feel what I'm saying? But to her, because she's a woman, right? Generally, for a lot of women, it's like, well, she can say, if she said midnight, she'll probably be like, well, I can stay a little longer. It doesn't really matter. I felt like it or whatever. Right. For guys, most of the time, we are like, look, it's this, is that. And that's all it is. Yeah. So she was trying to get me to change my plans to, you know, go along with her. But I'm not changing my plans. My plan was I'm going to chill with you until midnight. Right. Now, if you ain't getting the D by midnight, then you ain't getting the D today. You understand what I'm saying? You can probably get it next week or whenever the fuck I see you. Right. You see what I mean? And so this is what we're talking about when we say that, you know, don't let these chicks change your plans. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure that you are staying on top of your shit at all times. Yep. And also, remember, guys, I forgot to mention, make sure you guys get this book, How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day. Ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Bam, here it go, right here. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get that shit popping. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know. And
another thing too is like, again, you know, I say this. I feel like I say this all the time. You can't be afraid to lose a bitch, right? You can't be afraid to lose a chick, or you know, or disappoint a chick. Matter of fact, that's your fucking job, okay? Because like my man said, chicks, there's nothing set in stone for them. Right. There's nothing set in stone for them. Everything is what they call ad hoc, meaning it can change at any given time depending on what's necessary and what's needed. But see, that's the nature of a female. Right. That's why females are good at nurturing. That's why females are good at taking care of babies. That's why females are taking care of their man when their man is sick. Because sickness can come at any time. You understand? A baby can start crying at any time. The baby gets hungry. The baby needs to piss. These things happen at any given time. So that's why the nature of the female works for that. Right. A man, on the other hand, because he's responsible for the female and the children,
right,
he has to maintain a certain order, a certain format, a certain thing where once he set it, once it's set, it shouldn't be broken.
Right.
Because his family is relying on him.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because if I say I'm a man and I'm leading a family, and I say, well, sweetheart, I got a job and it's 9 to 5,
mm-hmm.
and every 2 weeks I get this check.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the fuck is going on, I gotta get to that job.
Exactly.
So I could bring home that check,
mm-hmm.
because my wife and my children is dependent on that check.
Right.
There's no ad hoc. There's no as needed. There's no whenever it comes up, I'll just do it.
Right.
No, this is every single day, 9 to 5 for 2 weeks. I gotta work before I get that check.
Right.
You understand? It's something set,
mm-hmm.
and that's the nature of a man. So
mm-hmm.
because I'm responsible for everything, including the woman, I have to be on point.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Even if it's just a casual thing, because she probably took it as me being casual, like, oh yeah, we could try to meet up next week.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I guess because I used the word try, it seemed casual, like, oh, maybe we could hang out next week, maybe. But maybe we can hang out this week too. Who knows? Maybe, whatever.
Right.
But again, she's a female. Because I'm a dude, I have to be responsible for the plans that I put in motion, and I have to eat. And regardless of the oh yeah, I could get pussy tonight, mad easy because she's willing to come over. No, because as a man, you have to be willing to fucking not get pussy for a couple of days or weeks or months or whatever it is.
Right.
You have to be willing to live by your decisions and go ahead with that shit. You understand? If you put yourself in a certain situation that you don't like, then you can learn from it and maybe make an adjustment moving forward.
Right.
But whatever you set in place, you have to keep it in place. Like, for example, this man does a video every day. Right. This man does a live streams all the time. Like, right. It has to be that way.
Right. You understand? It's gonna happen. And so the thing is, you have to understand that. And shout out to all the new people in the chat: Jason Tate, Donna Saints, Tampa Supreme, April MC in the building, Blank Channel, what up? Joe Blast, what up? But the thing is this, you guys have to understand that it's in a woman's nature and her agenda to try to get you to move away from what you're trying to do. Right. You understand what I'm saying? That's so don't get annoyed by her. Understand she's doing her part. Right. But your part, because remember, this is also a test for you as a man to strengthen you, to be like, listen, shit has to be how it's supposed to be, and for you not to move, when she's expecting you to move. Now, there's a thing where, you can be flexible in certain situations, right? Depending on what's specifically happening in a certain situation. Right. Right? So there's nothing wrong with being flexible, but it's dependent upon certain situations and certain contexts. But the thing is that you still have to make sure that whatever you were trying to do is maintained. Mm-hmm. You understand? And it's getting done. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's happening, and you're not being swayed by, because this is the funny part. A woman will be begging you. Listen to what I'm saying here. Mm-hmm. A woman will be begging you to do something she wants you to do, right? Then you end up doing that thing she wants you to do, right? Then because you ended up doing that thing she wants you to do, the thing you were supposed to take care of doesn't get taken care of. Then because that thing wasn't taken care of, the woman ends up being upset at you because you didn't take care of that shit. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like, it's better, this is the funny part. It's better to have a woman disappointed in you or frustrated at you or angry at you in the moment. Versus her losing respect for you in the long run, which is what's going to happen. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what I was saying. Don't be afraid to disappoint a chick. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, like I said, accept that you will disappoint a chick. Right. But as long as you hold on to her respect, that's what's most important. Right. Because
remember, a chick's emotions is all over the place. So you don't ever have to worry about her liking you or not liking you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If she didn't like you, she wouldn't want to be in your presence in the first place.
Right.
So don't worry about all that. Oh, I hope I don't upset her, and I hope I don't disappoint her. No, do what you know is right.
Right.
Do what you know do what's set. Do what's in the order of the programs. Because let me tell you, like you said, if you try to please her and not take care of the important shit, she's gonna blame you anyway.
Exactly, right.
Because trust me, that little thing that she wants you to do, she's gonna get over that in a second.
Exactly.
She's gonna be like, oh my God, thank you for doing this. And then 5 minutes later, she's gonna be like, oh, but we didn't pay that bill.
Right.
And now the fucking lights are gonna get cut off. And she's like, now it's all your fucking fault.
Right.
And you be like, yeah, but you told me to. Yeah, but you're the man. You're supposed to lead. You're supposed to. And you looking at her like, this fucking bitch. But you know who's the bitch?
Exactly.
You know who's the bitch? You're the bitch for not taking care of your responsibilities when you know you're supposed to.
Exactly.
No matter what the fuck she said.
Exactly.
Whether she was offering you pussy, head, whatever. Because anything a bitch is offering you, she gonna get that shit to you anyway. Because she respects you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because if a chick don't respect you, you might as well just cut it off with her.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, because the thing is, you can't have a woman be with you in any type of long-term situation or anything where if she doesn't respect you. Because a woman not respecting you is, basically scary. It's a scary situation. You understand? Because when a woman doesn't respect you, in a lot of cases, she at this point, she doesn't care about you. You understand what I'm saying? And if she doesn't care about you, she doesn't care what happens to you. I'm telling you some real shit. You understand what I'm saying? And when she doesn't care what happens to you, that means that that means that you are no longer relevant in her eyes. Meaning, because when guys say this, they'll say, oh, I'm scared to deal with women because what if she accuses me of doing something, or she calls the police on me, or she fucking accuses me or whatever, right? The reason why that usually happens is because a woman lost respect for that dude. And so she don't give a fuck about him anymore. So therefore, based off of her feelings or emotions at the time, she don't give a fuck what happens to you. She'll say you did anything, say you did whatever, and do whatever to you. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude, Tariq Nasheed. He had a book called, I think it was called The Elite Way. And he had a whole section in there called The 7 Levels of Disrespect.
Facts.
And I can't remember exactly all of the things, but you guys should get that book. But it's basically saying there's all these different levels of disrespect a woman will show you. And so when a woman shows you a certain level of, when she's showing you disrespect, just, off the bat, you got to understand that is happening in most cases. You understand? When you took a wrong turn, especially when you were already getting respect in the first place. Right. Then when the disrespect happens, it's like, don't look at her. You got to figure out what the fuck did I do for us to get here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. It's really your fault, bro. It's really your fault.
That's what dudes got to understand.
A lot of cats might take this information and say, because you've done it before. A lot of you've done it before, where you say, "Oh, Locario is fucking."
It's like you're blaming men for everything.
You're blaming men for everything, and you're giving females a pass. It's not about that. It's not about that. Like, how can I? It's like saying that I'm giving a pass to a 6-year-old.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like saying I'm giving a pass to somebody with fucking Asperger's or autism. You understand what I'm saying? The point is, you shouldn't put your trust and responsibility in a female. So at the end of the day, yes, it is your fault, and it's not about giving females a pass. Right. It's about holding the responsibility, because with responsibility is power. You're the man. You're the leader. You're the one with the power.
See, I already knew Costas was gonna come in here talking about you guys are blaming the men for everything.
Man, Costas could eat a dick. Nah, no malice, Costas. I'm just playing around.
But this is what dudes got to understand though. It's not about placing the blame on men. It's placing the responsibility in the man's hands.
Exactly.
This is what you guys have to understand.
That's what it is.
This is what you have to understand. Because real quick, the reason why guys will say shit like that is because y'all have been tricked into thinking that men and women are 100% equal. You understand? And because you think women and men are 100% equal, and the reason why I say 100% is because men and women are equal and not equal. So what that means is we're equal because we're human beings. We're, we live, we breathe, we should have like equal rights and all of this shit. But we're not equal because you are a man, she's a woman, you're masculine, you have more masculine, she has feminine. Right? So because of that, because you are not equal, there's different roles and situations that have to happen. And so the thing that tricks you guys is that you think that you're 100% equal. So you say, well, the woman she's capable of, just doing the same thing I'm doing. But she's not, because she don't think the same way. You understand what I'm saying? So when a woman is dealing with you, you have to understand that she's thinking based off of how a woman would think. You're thinking based off of how a man thinks. So when a man and a woman gets together, you understand what I'm saying? What happens is, hold on, we're going to take calls in a second because I'm about to hit you with this fire real quick so you get it. When a man and woman comes together, right, a different dynamic comes into play, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say you are the dopest basketball player in your neighborhood, right? So you be playing the game, you have a team, you pick a team, y'all be doing 2-on-2, 3-on-3, whatever, right? Now, you're good at playing basketball, so you could do whatever the fuck you need to do. But let's say, for some reason, LeBron James is in your neighborhood, right? And he chilling and he want to play a game with y'all. Even though you're the dopest basketball player on the fucking, in your neighborhood, as soon as LeBron steps on that fucking court with you, now he's the dopest player in your fucking neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? So now what's going to happen is that even though everybody was sort of like going towards what you were doing, and even you had your own idea of what you were doing, now you're going to take leadership from LeBron James in that particular situation in order to make shit happen. It's the same thing with women. Even though women are capable of doing whatever, once they get in contact with a man, you have to be that man. So there's a responsibility there for you to be that man. So now, imagine you being that good basketball player, right? Let's say you beat LeBron in a one-on-one, right? At first you feel good, like, shit, I beat LeBron James. But will you respect LeBron James? You understand what I'm saying? Will you respect him now that you beat him? No. You probably like, man, fuck that nigga. I'll beat this dude, and he's a fucking professional. That's how women feel when they're able to get you to do things that you know you shouldn't be doing. When they trick you into switching up your shit. When they get you to get off your center. You see what I'm saying? They lose respect for you. You see what I mean? This is what happens. But man, I got you off, man.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that the thing with the reason why a lot of cats as well, why a lot of cats will say, oh, you're giving women a pass and you're blaming men for everything, is because because you guys are thinking with your ego and you're not realizing the power dynamics within everything, is that you don't understand that as a man,
right,
the responsibility is in your hands, and success or failure is not the important thing. Right? True power lies in either understanding what you're supposed to do and executing, or executing and then making a mistake, right? But then learning from that mistake so you could be a better man next time.
Right.
Do you understand?
Right.
That's where the power lies. Either you totally understand the game and you're that dude, or you're on your journey to become that dude. That's the power of it. Do you understand? So worrying about who has the blame and who's giving a pass to who, that's all childish bullshit.
Right.
That's all childish bullshit. Real niggas know that they're here to learn something. Real niggas know that they're here to experience something. Through success or failure. And honestly, preferably in a lot of cases through failure. Because with failure, that's when you learn. Right. And that's when you actually gain the knowledge, the wisdom, and the power to get you to that place where you become the man, where you understand the game. So then from that point on, then you can make the right decisions, execute, and all you have from that point on is success. You see what I'm saying? But if you're sitting there worrying about the blame game and giving a pass and why women get an excuse and like, what are you worried about that for? You're here to fucking do shit and learn shit. Whether, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to learn from your failures. So then you become stronger, you become smarter, you become more aware of the game, and then you become that dude later on. You understand what I'm saying? That's the power of it.
Right, and it's just really understanding, you know, because like you gotta understand something. The chick you're dealing with is a reflection of you. You understand? And so a lot of times, for example, when a man gets married, right, the father of the bride gives the woman his daughter to the husband, right? And basically that's symbolic to say she is now your responsibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's your responsibility. So if something happens to or with his daughter,
yeah,
he's not gonna come to his daughter. He's gonna come to the husband.
Right.
If the dad's gonna come to the husband and be like, "Yo, what's happening? What's good?"
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. Even back in the day, the guy used to go to the dad and say, "Hey, I would like to be with your daughter." You feel what I'm saying? Because at that point, the daughter was his responsibility.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's why at a wedding, the bride doesn't walk down the aisle by herself.
Exactly.
The bride has to walk down the aisle with a man. Mm-hmm. You understand? Preferably her father. The father, quote unquote, gives her away.
Right.
You understand? The woman almost never touches ground on her own at any given time during the wedding. If you notice, you know what I'm saying? Because when she enters the ceremony, she's hand in hand with a man, either her father. But these days, you know, if they don't got no father, they let their oldest son do it or some
right,
or whatever. But the bottom line is she's holding a man's hand. When she gets to the altar, the man he holds the bride's hand in one arm, and then he shakes the hand of the groom, and then he takes the hand and gives it to the groom.
Right.
And then the bride holds the groom's hand for the entirety of the ceremony. The only time they might separate a little bit is when they have to get the ring to fucking put rings on each other. But the point of the matter is the female never touches ground on her own during a ceremony.
Right.
And is that giving a female a pass, or is that understanding the nature of men and women? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Are we giving females a pass? Are we saying a female should always be courted, or a female should always be carried? We're not saying that we're catering to females, but what we're saying is because we understand the nature of a female, it makes more sense for the man to have all the responsibilities. So she's not standing there on her own trying to make decisions based off emotions.
Right.
You understand?
Exactly.
The nature of male and female is that the man is going to make decisions based off of logic. So we give the responsibility to the man up front.
Right.
You understand? And that's why the rituals work out that way.
And women are more based in generally, because we're speaking generally, women are based more in the emotion, which makes it easier for them to take care of children. Right. Easier for them to even nurture you as a man. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Because we're like men generally aren't as good as women to fucking be like if this nigga gets sick, right? I can't do nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga, shake that shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying? But a woman will probably come in there, cook him some soup, rub his back, rub his head, do all that other shit. Right. You feel what I'm saying? That's what women do. Right. So, and this is the thing. This you guys gotta understand. When a woman, like we was talking about a woman disrespecting you earlier, part of her disrespecting you is her telling you, I don't respect you anymore because you're not doing what the fuck you should be doing. You're not on point. You're not leading. So what happens is that you not leading and you not being that strong masculine presence in her life is scary to her. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that because the disrespect comes out of her fear. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. Think about it like this. You know how some people are afraid of cockroaches and shit? You understand? So when a person sees a cockroach and they have fear, what the first thing they do, they probably scream, take a fucking bat or try to step on it or hit it with a shoe. They go insane. So imagine a woman seeing a cockroach and she's scared as shit and she wants to stomp that motherfucker out because she fears it. Right. When you are a man who is not masculine, a man who don't know what the fuck he's doing, a man who's all over the place, a man who's just super emotional all the time, that scares a woman. Why? Because you are not on point, which means that her life could be in danger fucking with you.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore, her disrespect of you is equivalent to her wanting to stomp you out, just like that cockroach. You see what I'm saying? It's the fear that makes her disrespect you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying that a lot of times when you're dealing with a chick and at first everything was cool and then she starts disrespecting you, a lot of times it's because there was something you've done or that you're doing right now at this moment that's causing her to react that way.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying to Costas, it's not that we're blaming men. You just have to understand the part you played in the situation where shit is fucking up. That's what we're saying. You see what I mean? So, you know, that's what it is, man. But listen, we gonna take some calls. Let me put the calling number in there real quick. Calling number 646-481-3901. All right. You, what's going on? You.
Yo, Mr. Locario, you okay?
Yeah, what's going on?
It's Michael from...
What's poppin'? You.
Yeah, basically, once again, funnily enough...
Yo, what's going on?
Wait, hold on. Why we got hold on. We got too many people on the line. Why is it another... This shit is bugging out. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Hold on. Hold on. You got too many people calling in. Y'all gotta call back up. This shit is bugging out. Call back up. My bad. I had to... All right. Let's do this again. Yo, what's going on? Who's this? Oh my God, y'all are bugging out right now. Now you call up and then you hang up on yourself. All right, call back up, people. Let's get this right. So caller number 646-481-3901. You guys can call back up. Man. Oh, this word is delicious. You. What's going on?
What's going on, man? This is Mark calling from Maryland and shit.
What's going on?
I was talking to y'all last week, right? I had a little situation when I was telling you I had a little rotation with like 3 or 4. I was fucking with this little bro for my job. And basically, what happened was like she had got all emotional and all that, and y'all was telling me the correct way that I should have handled it. So I mean, like we still fucking around and all that, but I had like a little situation, cause like yesterday, right? Since I work at FedEx, and she work at the office, so I gotta go by there every day. So when I went down there yesterday, and shit, I just got some head in the truck. You know what I mean? Like she came to my truck, and I got a little bit of head in the truck. Then she came over my house that night. So she on the rags, so I ain't get the hit and all that. She just gave me some more top for like a good 15 minutes, and she was gonna give me some more in the morning, but she had to go to work too, so she left to go to work from my house, and I had to go to work too. But when she had left, she was talking about she was gonna give me some more head like in the morning. So she sent me a message talking about, yeah, I was gonna finish this morning, but I found a condom on the side of your bed and all this. She was just like, yeah, like to be honest with you, feel me? And for a split second, I was ready to respond to that. And you know what I said? I was just like, so did you eat those nasty ass nuggets last night? You know what I mean? And then right after that, it was just like it was over. You know what I mean? So
right.
Fellas that's listening though, that's very valuable. Like when females get all emotional and all that, man, half the time you don't even gotta respond to that shit. You just negate that shit and talk about something else. You know what I mean?
No, well that's true though, because sometimes unless shit is relevant to a situation, we ain't really gotta really get into it, and that's the problem with a lot of guys, that they get so caught up in a lot of shit, a lot of things with women that they don't even need to do. You understand what I'm saying? And then you just kind of like keep it moving. Now, if you're having a conversation with someone who's relevant, you feel what I'm saying, in your life, meaning like someone who deserves that type of conversation, that's one thing. But if it's just a chick you hooked up with once or twice, then it's a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the thing is, like everything cool right now. Like I'm dating. You know what I mean? Like I'm dating another chick. She knows dating another chick, but she really into me. Like she bought me some shirts and all that shit for Christmas and all types of shit. She investing. Like when she come over, I make her buy shit like from the store. She doing all that type of shit. So like everything is cool right now, you know. But even when that situation came up, I just knew how to like maneuver through that situation to not to have anything go bad. So
Right.
that's all, man. I just wanted to say that, man. I appreciate the advice you gave me, bro.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
All right, man. Peace.
All right.
Wait, you actually helped somebody?
I know, right?
I thought you was just on here trying to sell your books.
Exactly, and just like, you know,
And scamming niggas.
and just talk shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin'?
Yo, Mr. Locario, it's Michael from England. How you doing?
Chilling. What's going on?
So, yes, basically, same issue as what you're talking about. I've met a woman at work. We've gone out once, and I've arranged to meet her at a hotel on like next Wednesday. She's decided to try change the plans, which I wouldn't go with. But we also have another date scheduled at her house. So I don't know whether it's the right thing to do to completely cut everything off and all contact until the date at her house. And if she does play games when it comes to that date also, should I cut her off completely?
So you said you were supposed to go out to do what first?
So we've been out on a date already.
Okay.
We were going to book a hotel.
Uh-huh.
She's trying to change the plans for that hotel date, and she wants to go out for dinner, which I didn't agree to.
Okay.
We also had another date scheduled after that because she's a lodger. She lives with flatmates, but she said her flatmates aren't going to be there. So she wants me to come round on that date at a later date. But I've cut off all plans, and I just want to know, do I wait until that date? And if she does cancel or play any games on that date, should I cut her off completely?
Have you had sex yet?
Yeah, no, we haven't.
Yeah, don't go to dinner with her until you have sex.
Yeah, definitely not.
Right, and just anything that you're doing next is just to get her to come to see you to have sex.
Okay.
So it don't matter if it's in a hotel, if it's at her house, your house. We gonna have sex. That's the plan. You know what I'm saying? And so figure out where you want to make that happen. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it's weird because I work with her. So on this date, if she plays any games, I want to cut her off, but I don't want to do it too mean because I don't want a bad name at work. Etc.
Damn, see, you guys be fucking with all these chicks at work, man. Y'all gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? But
I know, but that's just fat, man.
Right, but as long as you are cordial with the shit. See, and I'm glad you brought this up because this is something guys gotta understand. If you cut a girl off, you don't have to be a dick about it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can be and she'll still probably get mad and feel a certain type of way. But if you're just cool with it and you chill with it, then it's better than sort of being harsh and just kind of like, you know, being a dick about the situation. You know what I'm saying? But see, you got to be careful fucking with these chicks you work with though, because you know that could ruin your work situation if you haven't really vetted this chick to make sure she's cool. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is why I tell you guys to get my book, because in my book I tell you the right way to holler at chicks at your job if you're gonna do that, so you don't fuck your shit up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cool. All right. I see the book.
Yeah, man. So just you know, just be real, you know, chill with it. And the next time you meet up with her, you know, make sure that the situation that you guys are getting in is just fucking. That's it. You feel me?
Yeah, cool. Thanks for the advice. Have a good day, both of you.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, man. You guys got to make sure that when you fucking with these girls, you see if they're sexually attracted to you. You understand? Because chicks will be like, let's go out to dinner. Let's do this. Let's do that. And all this other stupid shit. Wasting your goddamn time. Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, Locario.
What's poppin'?
Chilling. Yo, so what do you do when you're setting up dates with chicks, but they text you a day before saying, "Hey, I think we should text more."
No, just tell them
I don't text. No.
Be like,
no.
Just say I don't do that.
I don't do that. Keep it moving.
And then just be like, listen, I don't do that. I'll just see you on a date. That's it.
Cause I told her like, oh, well, you can bring your friend since you don't know me like that, and I'll bring my friend.
No.
Wait, what happened? What did he say? What'd you say?
She said, Well, she says, hey, so I don't know if you still want to chill tomorrow, but I just feel as though I'd like us to talk a little before we chill because I don't know you, LOL. I said, yeah, I'm still down. She says, I don't know if I am, though. Like I said, I don't know your name. I'm not one just to hang out with whoever. And I said, yeah, you could bring a friend, and I could bring a friend.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Bro, next time that happens, you say, the point of us meeting is to get to know each other. If you're not comfortable, then we shouldn't meet.
Exactly.
Thank you. Have a nice day. That like
exactly. That's it.
Look, if you tell a girl or ask a girl to do something to meet you somewhere, and she acts like she doesn't want to do it, next.
Exactly.
Because if a girl is uncomfortable, that's when you get into the whole possible Me Too or all that other dumb shit.
Right.
A bitch needs to be 100% ready and down to do what you asked her to do.
Facts.
If she's not, leave her alone.
Right.
Period.
Facts.
Next girl.
Right. That's it.
Alright, and then another question. So on Tinder, I know you said it's good when you first hit them up to say, hey, how's your day?
What you say? I ain't never talking about asking a chick how's her day. But go ahead. What you saying?
Like so basically, what I use like Locario says is basically saying on Tinder saying, hey, how you doing? My name's so and so. We should get together to get a drink. When are you free? Some of the girls are responding. So most of the girls are responding. Just that they're not answering when are you free. They're just answering other questions. So what does that mean?
That means she's an attention whore.
Right, leave her alone. Next girl.
That means she is an attention.
Look, let me tell you something. None of the shit that we tell you is 100% because you don't know who you're talking to. You understand? The point of the matter is understanding what you want and continuing to ask for that from all the different chicks.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
When we tell you what we do, it don't work all the time for us neither. So don't think just because we said that that's what we do, that means it work 100% of the time. That's what y'all niggas really don't understand. Like every bitch is different. That's why you have to be ready to lose a bitch, charge a bitch, leave her the fuck alone, and move on to the next bitch at any given time.
Right.
You understand?
So if every girl's different, didn't we how we react to that be different?
No!
Oh my
fuck! I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Josh.
Don? Josh.
Yeah.
Josh, the whole point is for you to understand who you are and assert that.
Let me ask you a question, Josh. When you're happy, does the sun come out? Is the sun exist when you're happy? Is it daytime when you're happy?
Yeah.
Is it daytime when you're sad?
Yeah.
Is it daytime when you're feeling anxious?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? The sun does not change because you're changing or everybody else is all doing whatever the fuck they're doing. The sun stays the same. The sun stays shining. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what we say. You don't switch up because they're acting different or they're gonna be different and acting all this other shit. You say, I want A, B, and C. So you tell the chick, listen, I'm trying to do A, B, and C. Are you trying to do that? She says yes, we do that. She says no, goodbye. That is that simple.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying?
Josh, what you said
Yeah, but what's wrong with switching up just to get the pussy? Isn't that that's the goal?
Bro, you're gonna have to watch other
you
channels.
gotta watch other channels. This is not the channel for you, bro. No offense, but we trying to tell you that you're the sun and everything revolves around you. You're trying to tell us the opposite. That doesn't work, bro. That doesn't work.
No,
but let me ask you a question, Josh. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What do you want from these chicks?
Pussy.
That's what you want. If that's really what you want, then you gotta get your numbers game up and just ask them for that, bro. That's what you gotta do. Like me, I like meeting a chick and having a drink with her and talking. That's what I truly, sincerely like. I like that. You understand? I like the face-to-face interaction. I like putting my arm around the bitch. I like smelling her. I like hearing the sound of her voice. I like all that shit. I like the flirt. That's what I like, bro. So that's what I write in the text box on these dating apps because that's what I like. You have to get in touch with what you like. But it sounds like all you like is the pussy. You don't really know who the fuck you are. You just trying to get pussy.
No, what I'm saying is the girls who are down, that's easy. But the chicks who just, well, like I said, text me the day before, say, I don't know you like that. We barely talk. You hit me.
So why are you concentrating on the ones that's not easy?
Right, exactly.
You said the ones who are down are easy, so just fuck with those.
Yeah, but it's better getting the girl that's not easy.
Why?
You know what I'm
How
saying?
is that better? Josh, how is that better? Please explain to me.
Because every guy basically gets the easy girls.
What are you talking about? If you see a chick you like, right, and she wants to give you...
What I'm saying is if I see a fucking a hoe and fucking a girl that's not a hoe, two different things.
Which girl's not a hoe? Which girl's not a hoe?
The one to the right.
Wait,
The one to the left is a hoe.
the one where?
The one to the left is a hoe. The one to the right is not a hoe.
And see, that's your problem.
Yo,
you don't realize they're all hoes,
all
bro.
of them are hoes, bro. How many? Yo, let me ask you something. You're not a virgin, right? You had sex before, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like, so how many women would you say you? No, not even sex. Forget sex. How many women would you say that you've like been with?
And had sex with?
Not necessarily had sex with, but like been with, like spend time talking, flirting. Like how many women in your lifetime you think?
Oh, a lot. I go out every weekend. A lot.
You go out every weekend and you interact with women. So
Yeah.
are you not learning anything? Are you not picking up on any patterns? Are you not seeing any similarities?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I'm past the part where the easy chicks are. I'm trying to get to where the chicks that are like standoffish and are hard to fuck. I'm trying to fuck with them.
You trying
Why?
to, that does that turn you on, the standoffish broads?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't turn me on. But like, if a girl's bad and she denies me, I want to fuck her. Like, I'm trying to improve my game to where I can actually fuck that bitch.
Well, all I can tell you to do is to continue trying to holler at all of those standoffish bitches until you figure out you'll figure out a pattern. You'll figure out how to get your way in. But it still depends on you and what you actually want from them. It's not about them. You understand? Because again, if every girl is different and you're worried about adjusting your game to every single girl, you're kind of you're kind of like starting from zero every time you talk to a girl. You have no faculties of your own. You have no
foundation.
You have no foundation of your own. You understand? So the point I'm trying to make to you is, or the point we're trying to make to you is that you have to establish who you are. So when you step to them, you have something for them to get with. You have something for them to follow.
Right.
You understand?
All right.
It may not. I don't.
So basically, you're saying we have to settle for girls who just want to fuck us off the rip rather than a girl that's a challenge.
No, I'm not telling you to settle for nothing.
No.
Listen to me. Say you're a company and you sell shoes, right? And some super qualified employee comes in for a job interview, but they sell shirts. Are you gonna change your company to start selling shirts just because the person applying for a job sells shirts?
No.
You're gonna keep selling shoes, right?
Right.
Because that's what your company does, right?
Right.
That's the point I'm making.
Right.
You can't switch yourself up just because something is in front of you that has your interest. You have to. The thing with the females is you have to let them know that your interests are more valuable than theirs, and they should be fucking with you. Mm-hmm. But that's only gonna happen if you give yourself enough experience. And honestly, with what you're trying to do, that's not gonna happen on dating apps. That's not gonna happen on dating apps. That's gonna happen from cold approaching.
I'll tell you. I'll give you an example. I don't. It's not really changing myself. Like, for example, the girl who texted me yesterday saying that she didn't know me well enough to hang out. All she's basically saying, she just wants just text like a little bit, like 2-3 texts, like, or maybe.
But
like
my question to you is this. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Is it you saying, I want to get with this girl who's a challenge because she's hot? Is it because like you think she's like a hotter chick you want to get with? Is that the case?
Yeah, this girl's hotter than the usual.
Okay, so now let me ask you this: what if you found a girl just as hot or even hotter than her, but she's making it easier for you? Which one would you rather?
Oh, the one that's easier for me.
So that's what we're saying. So why you wasting time with the chicks who's giving you all of that fucking resistance? Why don't you just find another girl as hot as her who's gonna make it easy for you?
Because I already set up the date. She canceled the day before.
So
wait, she flaked on you already?
It was supposed to be for today.
Yes or no? Did she flake on you?
No, that's not a flake. No, she told me she wasn't gonna come the day before.
Wait. Y'all was supposed to meet when?
Today.
Did you guys meet?
No.
It's a flake. Next caller. Next caller.
You,
Next caller. I'm sorry. Next caller. Son, I can't.
Yo.
So I'm trying to be cool with these niggas, right? You see how I try to be cool, right?
Yo. I don't get why dudes want to fuck with difficult women. What is wrong with y'all? That's a sickness.
Son, you see what it is? They trying to tell us that we're giving bitches a pass. Was that nigga not giving a bitch a pass?
Exactly right.
Come on, son.
Oh man.
Let me tell you something. Whoever this is, don't fucking lie. We will go to the next fucking caller. You understand? Don't fuck around with us.
Yo, who's this?
Tommy.
What's going on? You gotta turn on your
man?
computer. Or something.
Hey,
What
I just want to say that I agree with what y'all saying 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I just came out of a marriage, and everything that y'all said is definitely correct as far as the games that she was playing.
Right.
I'm like, all right. Didn't see it at first, but then after listening to your information, like I just got your information. Got your information like 3 minutes before your sale end.
Oh, okay. I remember you hit me up on Instagram. All right, what's good with you?
Yeah, and so just want to say I thank you and Miles for the information that y'all giving. Y'all give me hype. Every time I listen to y'all information because it just lets me know where I am, where I need to be. And another thing, I just had a quick question in regards to a situation that came up. It was this female, and it was this female that I was talking to, and she said that she.
Oh, damn, he just cut her
All
off.
right.
That's the cliffhanger. Find out on the next episode. Oh, my
Dragon Ball
Jesus.
Son.
Yo.
Son. That nigga, I'm still mad about the other nigga, son. That Josh nigga, man. Come on, dog. The nigga said that wasn't a flake.
Right. Oh, man, hold on.
Who's giving bitches a pass again?
It's crazy.
Fuck out of here, man.
Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
This is Locario. What's up? This is Spartan from Florida. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro? I'm in Florida right now, son. What's good?
Oh, shit. I'm in Tampa. I know y'all, Miles got up there in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. One day we got to hang out, man.
Yes,
but
sir.
I know we're now just about to skip over that one caller who was talking about he wanted difficult when, because that shit right there is crucial. We can't move on until we break that down.
Son.
No. Bro, I'm just going to go ahead and say that with psychology, because I like to study how, like, human behavior and the way that, we operate, stuff like that.
Right.
And then there's negative attachment, which a lot of people have, and that usually comes from, like, childhood, in the way that you're raised. So let's say, like, if somebody was neglected a lot as a child, right? So, like you say, like your mom didn't really pay attention to you, okay? So what ends up happening is you grow up and you start looking for that same type of treatment in women, though. So, like, say if your mom was negligent, she wasn't affectionate, she was, domineering. What ended up happening with guys who were around women like that, they'll end up ending up with women like that,
right?
When they grow up, and then they'll have like very difficult relationships, and they won't understand what's going on and why they keep ending up in the same loop. And it wasn't until I started to realize until I started to learn about these things, that's when I started to learn the difficulty that I was having in my life Okay, I got you. All right, got you. Sorry, guys, I'm at work, but so you grow up and you have these negative attachments, and your life starts to be affected by these things. You don't even realize that that's what's going on.
Right.
And with that guy that just called, it actually turns him on to be mistreated. It turns him on to be neglected. It turns him on to be how do you say, like, neglected. And the reason what's going on is because he's getting high off of the fact that he could potentially find a woman that'll give him something that his mom didn't give him.
That's fucking crazy.
Damn.
You see?
This nigga, wait, where you working? You sure you ain't a psychologist? You ain't in the office with a tie right now and shit? Because you need to switch careers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, I'm actually making a sandwich right now.
that's some real shit you said, man.
No, but what really got me into psychology is part of the reason why I'm working at a sub shop right now. I used to own my business and everything. I used to run a business, and I wasn't taking care of myself. I was taking care of my mind. I wasn't taking care of my body. I wasn't sleeping right, eating right, and I was in a relationship. And, you know, I was going through all kind of stuff, you know. So I had like a mental breakdown. And what got me into learning about human behavior was the fact that I decided, you know what, I'm not going to allow my environment and the things that are happening to me, I'm not going to be a victim of those things. Matter of fact, I'm going to take charge of my life, and I'm going to, you know, just fix myself. And I'm not going to be a victim.
Good for you, bro. Good for you.
Real talk.
Yeah, just for me. So, you know, I'm building my business, and then at nighttime, I work at a small restaurant. So, but with the last dude, that's what's going on. You're searching for, you're getting high off of the potentiality of something that you didn't get when you were younger. And then when the thing is, I learned this from you guys. You got to go with the chicks that make it easy for you. And the thing about it is that's where you need to be. See, when you were a child, when you were growing up, the things that you needed were supposed to come easy. Your mom is supposed to give you affection. She's supposed to nurture you. She's supposed to pay attention to you.
Right.
Your father is supposed to be there. He's supposed to protect you. He's supposed to provide for you.
Right.
Those are not things that are conditional. Those are not things that you have to cry for or reach out for. Those are things that God intended for you to receive naturally. So when you go without those things, you grow up and it affects you in a way like the caller, where he's attracted to those things. You see guys with weird fetishes and stuff like that.
Right.
That's where those things come from. They come from trauma that we're trying to process, but we can't process correctly.
Wow.
So,
that's some real shit,
that's
man.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I was like, that's a sickness right there. You know what I mean? Like, fucking wanting that type of situation. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when it comes to a situation, let's say, for example, you wonder why you hear about these rappers or these football players or, you know, guys who come from really, like, difficult situations. When they get into a place where it's like, yo, you got all this money, you got all these opportunities, why are you going to jail? Why are you going to jail? Why are you doing that?
Right, exactly.
Because it's too easy.
Right, like what's his name? The rapper Kodak Black. This nigga stay in and out of jail, and you're like, yo, you got all this money, you got all this fame, you got all this success, but you can't stay away from the fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Exactly.
That's real talk.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people who when they get things easy, they almost think like it's something wrong. Like, what's the catch?
Exactly.
And, you know, this got to be something wrong with this shit, or this shit's gonna go away. And, you know, and then it's true what you said. It's like a lot of trauma from childhood that makes the person feel a certain type of way now, you know what I'm saying, and causes them to act that way. It's crazy.
Right. That's a good point, man. But Joe, I'm proud that you got recovered from your breakdown and you're doing your thing, man. That's very good.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, man. So like you said, Locario, like when he comes to a girl that likes him, and it's too good for him, it's to be true, he's gonna push her away. Or it might not be a girl, it might be a job, it might be an opportunity. So you know, so that we can't just skip over that. That's very crucial to this, because you can't get far in game if you have these type of issues going on.
Exactly.
So
Real talk, man. Yo, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate the call, man. I appreciate you coming through, dropping that knowledge, man. You feel me?
All right. All right, fellas, y'all have a good day.
All right,
You too,
holla.
man.
Peace.
And you know what else too is niggas just not loving themselves, man.
Right.
Like
right.
you think that shit supposed to be hard?
Mhm.
No, man. But because if it's coming easy, that's because you that nigga.
Exactly.
Like
right.
the bitch wanna suck your dick because you that nigga.
Right. Exactly.
Like, it ain't no other reason really.
right.
But a nigga who don't love himself can't see that.
Right. Facts. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, Locario, Miles, Kelly Moore, bro.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
I'm pretty good, man. It's good to see you guys again, bro.
Alright.
Hey, definitely appreciate the you already know me, bro. Been on your bad boy membership, you know.
Oh, yeah,
motivated me to study all type of
He
shit.
stay on the bad boy membership. That's what I like. A dude really getting it in.
Good looking, bro.
He got the good problems. What's going on? So what's going on with you?
I just want your opinion. On some shit on what happened on the news the other day, bro, about this dating app, about some guy from North Carolina. He started a dating app where when women swipe right, they only can swipe on him.
Oh, I think I heard about that. It was a guy that created an app where he's the only guy on the app.
Yeah, singularity or some shit though. His name is Aaron Smith. Or some shit.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I mean, that's cool. I'm like, shit. If it's working for him, that's dope. If he's getting dates through that, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope.
I mean, he had a profile on Tinder and Bumble and all that shit, and he complained like the issue was they wasn't showing his face right. That's why he wasn't getting any success and all that shit. So now he started this dating app where women can only swipe right on him. It's different pictures of himself and all that shit.
Right.
So I mean, I just want your opinion on that shit.
I mean, I think that's dope. The thing is, I would be interested in to see how accurate it's working though. You know what I'm saying? Because, if a chick goes on there, you know what I'm saying? And if she's feeling them, then maybe, she'll meet up with them. But generally, if, it's going to be like a thing where I don't think it's going to lend itself to him getting a lot of traction, because most women, they're not gonna go on there because he's the only dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the thing is,
and how do you advertise that for bitches to download the app?
right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Well, apparently he's multiple pictures. Because these dating apps, and I learned this from you, bro, and I learned this from, guys who are good with women and shit. If you want your Tinder profile and shit to work out, 90% of this shit got to be about your pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, he got multiple, women swiping left and right on him, basically, but he got different pictures each swipe. So I'm guessing that's how he advertises shit.
That's hilarious. I gotta look into that more. I gotta look into that and see what's the. I might have to contact that dude and see what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? That might be interesting to look up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. But other than that, Locario, Miles, I hope you guys are doing good with the program, bro. My last question is as far as today's subject. Don't change your plans for women and shit though, because remember what I told you? I think I told you this a few times, Locario. Before I came to your Bad Boy membership, I had a breakup that happened. A breakup kind of fucked me up. I'm an athlete. My dream is to be like my goals and dream. My passion is being an athlete and shit. But when you following your passion, that shit gonna take up much of your time. And my ex, she was complaining a lot. Like I'm always focused on my passion and shit. And like I kind of realized that this is before I was on your Bad Boy membership, bro. I kind of realized the mistake I made was putting my passion, like for playing football and shit. I put that shit to the side for her. When truth be told, she really should have been supporting my ass about that shit.
Exactly.
That's what she really should.
Exactly.
So but my question is though, ever since I got on your Bad Boy membership, I stepped my game up, all type of shit. You're gonna come across some chicks that you really, that you really, really like and shit like that. I almost feel like I can get any woman I want and shit like that. That's the type of mentality I have right now.
Right.
You're gonna That's really supposed to follow your program and shit. But when a guy's focused on his purpose and shit though, when a guy's focused on his purpose and shit, that can take up some time, man. She technically is supposed to follow your program. It's okay for her to because eventually we're gonna come into a point where she's gonna be like, look, I'm gonna follow you, I'm gonna support you, but like, goddamn, this is like your life's work, this is your life's purpose. Can you make some time for me? Is that shit like inevitable? Down the line when it comes to women you really fuck with. You understand my question?
So you're saying that if you're on top of your shit, you're saying is it inevitable, or you're saying is it inevitable that she's going to feel like you don't have time for her? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No, well, that's the thing. She's supposed to be involved in your situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever you're doing, you're supposed to include her in that. So let's say, because you're saying you're an athlete, you might, like, I don't know, let's say you doing some like drills at the gym, or you working on something or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? Bring her with you. You understand what I'm saying? Have her help you do certain things. Have her fucking ice your feet and do all, whatever the fuck she got to do with you, so that she's being a part of what you're doing. That's what women want. They want to be a part of what you're about. They want to be a part of your program. They want to be a part of your team. You see what I'm saying? And so when she's a part of what you're doing, then what's going to happen is she's not going to be like, oh, well, you don't have time for me, because the time she is having is with you while you're doing what you're doing.
Right. You
see what I'm saying? So you just got to include her in whatever you're trying to do. You might even, let's say, for example, you're like, yo, I want to go to Foot Locker and get some new sneakers for when I'm running track. Come through with me. Let's go to Foot Locker together. I want you to help me pick out some shoes. You see what I'm saying? That's you including her in the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And another thing too, bro, is that with what you're doing and the fact that you actually have a passion and a purpose, you have to deal with a chick, and you have to watch her, bro. You have to vet her. You understand? You have to make her earn a certain position where you can begin to reward her for all the time and effort that she puts into your dream. You understand?
Right.
So that means you got to give it a few years, and she got to show that she's a ride or fucking die. You understand? And then only then can you say, hey baby, you've been really going hard with me this whole month, so let me take you out to dinner on Sunday. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're not necessarily interrupting your conditioning, but it's actually a rest day. Like, it's a day that you wasn't gonna do anything anyway. You understand?
Right.
So you're not actually interrupting your shit, but when you do find a break, then you take that time to reward her for her efforts. But like I said, this is only after like a few years of grinding. You understand?
Okay. Well, here's the thing though, Miles. Here's the thing. It just seems like, I'm not saying all women are like this, but definitely most of them, it seems like motherfuckers want a guy who's thick and shit, because like my passion is football and shit, right? So like some women I date out, every woman I told them, look, my passion is I play sport, I play football, I play overseas and shit. Some of them will ride along, try and follow the program for a little while, and then some of them just jump off like, look, I can't, I'm gonna do me. It's okay if you do your football thing, that's cool, but I'm not gonna ride with you all this way, and then they find out that I get successful at the shit later, and then they try to come back. You see what I'm saying? I play, like my overseas football team I'm playing for right now, we're playing in an all-star game in an NFL stadium in 2 weeks.
Nice.
And now the women that didn't ride along with the shit though, now they're hitting my ass back up. You see what I'm saying? So, you that for a few years, like, can you really find that one that's really gonna stick around for like a year or two and shit like that? Because it seems like I'm not saying all women ain't shit, but you got those 90% of women that just want a fucking quick fix.
Bro, let me tell you something. And this is gonna be a harsh reality for a lot of niggas. When you're actually about something and you have a purpose, a lot of times you'll be very lucky to find a woman that's willing to support your shit. You understand? So what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna be a player for a minute. You understand me? You're gonna date a lot of different females. You're gonna see, and it's just a part of your reality. It's gonna be females that are gonna want to be a part of your shit, but you have to still be fucking with other women and make them fucking earn it. Make them fucking be willing to be with you, stay with you, do what you want them to do, even while you fucking with other bitches. You understand me?
Right. Okay.
I mean, you sound like the type of dude that's looking for one, but it's not that easy, especially when you have a purpose. Because let me tell you, in this modern day and time, most of the niggas that you see that's like married and and quote unquote happy in a monogamous relationship, them niggas is giving up a lot.
Right.
Them niggas is giving up almost their whole fucking soul. You understand me?
Right.
They're giving up everything because when the true nature of it is the female is supposed to submit to you. A lot of these niggas is submitting to these females. You understand?
Facts.
That's the truth of it all. That's why a lot of times you see a nigga walking down the street with his bitch, he got that look on his face like he ready to jump off a fucking bridge. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But trust me, if you have a real passion and purpose as a man, hold on to that shit because nothing is gonna make you more happy than fulfilling that passion and purpose. There's no female and no pussy out here that's gonna make you feel happier. Trust me. You understand?
Right. And what you were saying was that there's some girls who fall off and they want to jump back on once they see some shit popping off. That's the chicks you totally don't want to really take seriously at all. Those are chicks you don't really want to fuck with. The ones you want to fuck with, and this is the rare ones, is the ones who they follow through all the way. You understand what I'm saying? Through the regular times, through the rough times, up until the times you performing in that stadium. And so you just gotta look out for those ones who are like that. You understand? There are ones out there like that. You just have to find those ones. You see what I'm saying? But just understand it's gonna be a numbers game. You feel what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Sounds pretty good, damn good.
All right, bro.
All right, well, thanks a lot for the knowledge, Miles. Locario, appreciate what the hell y'all doing, bro. When did your game came come out, man? Y'all bullshit.
He said, "Nah, it's 2020, bro. We that's why I'm here. We editing that shit right now.
Yo, we trying to make that shit right, bro. We can't rush it.
That shit is gonna be so fire, yo.
Yo, that shit is our purpose.
Right.
So fuck you, nigga.
All right, bro.
We ain't changing our plans for none of you.
All right, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'm holla.
Hey, yo, wait. Good luck on the game, bro.
Right. All right, man.
Sound pretty good. Get easy.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Peace. That's funny. You, what's going on?
Yeah, hello. Can y'all hear me?
Uh-huh.
Sound like the truth.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for picking up my call, Mr. Locario and Miles.
All right.
What up?
I just basically want to tell y'all about my success story.
Okay.
All right.
And then later on tell you who I really am. So, last year I was a virgin. This damn night. I just wanted to tell y'all what happened lately. Alright, so I took out a whole month to get better with women. And I approached so many women, and I'm a particular type of nigga, so I was only approaching bad bitches, right? Because that's what I wanted to fuck. And I got rejected so many motherfucking times. I mean, I got rejected so many times, like, it was just crazy. But then, within my rejection, because I kept going, I wasn't going to give up, I started to notice that I started to get better quality rejection. I started noticing in my rejections I was being more flirtatious, more sexual, more confident, more bolder. It's like I still felt my fear within those rejections, but at the same time, I started to feel my courage. I started to feel confidence. I was like, if I'm talking to a woman and I'm getting rejected, then I know I can talk to a woman and then get a pussy, wait. So I started to see results. I started getting numbers. The numbers that I called, I wouldn't get no reply. And it started to even get more better in the sense that as soon as I saw a woman, and y'all guys that are listening to me, I know Alan Roger Curry. I'm one of those people that follow him. I started following you, Mr. Locario, before I followed Alan Roger Curry. So it's like both of y'all games combined for me. So it got to the point where as soon as I saw a woman that I found attractive, I would have just a little bit of a small talk, but the transition to sex would be so fucking smooth. I was whispering within this bitch's ear in less than 30 seconds of meeting her. That's how good I got within a month of just being consistent with this shit. Anyway, moving on. I'm in a store.
I see this bitch, she walks in. I approach her. I approach her. Bruh, while I was walking, I could feel my fear, but at the same time, I felt confidence and courage. I started talking to her. I said, I don't really know what else to fucking say, but all I want to say is I'm here because I want your ass. And she was like, whoa, like, you're bold. I'm like, nah, this shit ain't bold. Like, I could get even more bolder. I'm like, when you and I are chilling and shit, and she was just looking at me the whole time. I was like, when you and I are chilling and shit, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring out my fucking dick, and I'm gonna go up and down your pussy. And then once I'm going up and down your pussy and teasing the fuck out your ass, then I'm gonna put my dick in my pants and I'm gonna walk the fuck away. And she looked at me like, what the fuck? Like really? Like, and then she started playing with me. She was like, nah, see, you can't do that shit to me. I'm gonna be the one teasing the fuck out your ass and leaving. So I told her, listen, bring out your phone, put my number in it. She does that. We had a little bit of a conversation. She walked away after we got done flirting and shit. I don't know what she really said, but she said some shit like, we gonna see, like, you definitely gonna see, like, you fucking with the wrong bitch, like, you gonna see type shit. So, it was funny, it was flirtation. She walks away. So, give it about 2 days. She calls me, coming back from work. She calls me. Coming back from work, I see the phone call, so I call back. And we talking and shit. Now, when I talk on the phone with a bitch, I'm not here to talk about bullshit. I went straight to the point because she was like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm not calling to talk about how you doing. I'm calling because I want to fuck the shit out of you. And she was like, well, you so fucking bold. I was like, you fucking right out the gate. So we talked about, fucking and shit. This is the first conversation. We talked about her having a vibrator. We talked about how I was going to fuck the shit out of her. Bruh, shit like that, man. This is what I was having on the first conversation. We end the first conversation. I texted the next day, when are you free? Well, actually, she called. I wasn't able to pick up because I was busy. So when I had the time, I texted her, when are you free? No reply. No reply, y'all. No reply. So, this is where it gets even way interesting. Alright, so I give it about a week, right? I text her, when are you free? No reply. So I give it about another week. This is what I did. I said, the next time that you free, I said, the next time that I'm on your mind and you're thinking about me putting you against a fucking wall and fucking the shit out of you while I'm grabbing both of your arms and one hand is on the titty and the other's on your fucking neck, hit me up. Thanksgiving comes. That a week goes by, 2 weeks goes by. I do not text her, do not call her. I just moved on about my life. 2 weeks goes by. I get this text that says, Happy Thanksgiving. I'm like, what the fuck? So I realized it was her. I completely forgot about this girl. I realized it was her. I don't text back. Don't text back. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that shit?
Right.
So, moving on. And then, later on, she, give it about earlier this week, she texts me. I get a text from work saying, hey, automatically, I was like, who the fuck is this? I realized it was her. Automatically, I'm like, okay, now I can do some shit with this because I know automatically when a girl really wants you, the first shit.
Well, let me ask you something. Hold on. Let me ask you something because I don't want the story to get too long because we got a bunch of calls trying to call in. But did you smash though?
Okay, so getting straight to that point. We said, okay, so she texted me. I said, when are you free? She says, I'm free tonight. Mr. Locario, this shit was so fucking easy, dog. Nothing more, nothing less. Said tonight, we set it up. Bruh, I was coming back from work. She texted me. You know how you say text motherfuckers to know they gonna flake or not? She was the one who texted me, are we still on? I text back, for sure, where this and this. Mr. Locario, we met up. I smashed. Bruh, she nutted 3 times. Bruh, in the smashing, I realized as a man, you are supposed to lead. She She's the one. I told her, while you're coming, you gonna be the one buying fucking condoms. We went into the store. She bought me a fucking drink. It's like I led the whole motherfucking thing.
Wow. So because I remember you calling in a long time ago, and you was telling me you was a virgin, right?
Yes.
And so was this the first chick you smashed?
No, this is the fourth.
Oh shit! This nigga been fucking then. Shit. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
So, I'm just saying, like, bruh, like, it was so fucking easy last night, like, because of the advice that I listened to. Like, I appreciate the both of y'all. Y'all really affected my life. That and Alan Roger Curry, I appreciate it.
Shout out to Alan Roger Curry. That's what's up.
Man, it's been a while, bruh. It's been a while. So, last night, it was, bruh, what? And I realized, I said, man, you are supposed to lead. I'm the one that told her, okay, let's go into the store. Let's get a drink. I'm the one. Bro, I got this stuff out. She paid for it. A condom. I was like, you gonna pay for this? She paid for it. We fucked. Everything that happened because I led. I constructed. I told her to do this. While we were fucking, move this way. She moved. We fucked. She was submissive. This all happened last night. Why? Because I wasn't constantly hitting her up. I went about my business. I was doing shit that y'all talk about. So I appreciate it. Thank y'all so motherfucking much.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. I love to hear these stories, man. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. When you apply the motherfucking game, you get what you want.
So who are you really?
Miles' son.
Oh, this is Miles' son. You remember that? Remember he used to call it?
That's that nigga?
That's the dude, yeah.
I
was recognizing his voice. I was like,
his voice sounds much deeper now, but I remember now.
Right.
What's good with you, homie?
Man, taking in work, putting in work from y'all, that's what's good.
Wow, man. I'm glad to hear that shit, bro.
Exactly.
I'm so glad to hear that shit, man. More power to you, man. Yo,
Yo,
keep buying them condoms, though, my nigga.
Just so y'all know, appreciate it. Just so y'all know, because last year when I called, I told y'all that I was a virgin and shit. Just so y'all know, the first woman that I fucked had a boyfriend, and I fucked her, bro. I knew she had a boyfriend.
That nigga sound different since
I know, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing so many results. It's just unbelievable, look. I just like, what the fuck, man.
See, this is what I call a receipt. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
This is the receipt.
I hope y'all bitch ass niggas is taking notes.
Exactly.
I want receipts, Locario.
This is the receipt. When dudes is out there getting it in because of the game. That's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, bruh.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I appreciate you calling in, my dude. You feel what I'm saying?
Congratulations, man. Keep the game going and stay protected, man, because a kid fucks it all up real quick.
Exactly. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right,
sir.
bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate the call, man. Peace.
So you hear how deep that nigga voice is?
I know, right? For real.
That nigga he's different.
He mad chill. He mad smooth. And he's like, yo, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that nigga's heavy with the game.
That's what we talking about.
But he was always kind of heavy with the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He just had to apply that shit.
That's all about let Costas. Costas can call up whatever he want. What's Costas? What's your phone number, bro? What's the first 3 numbers in your phone? Because Costas, he coming up with mad excuses as to why he can't call up. But I'm like, you can call up anytime. You know what I'm saying? Costas should have called up a long time ago. You say you're going to talk to me in private? Nah, call up, Costas. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? We all,
yo,
we all
Costas be
family.
trolling. Costas be trolling. He know the game. He know the
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Locario. What's up? Zach from Seattle.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, Miles Cunningham?
What's going on, baby? Everything good?
Everything's good, man. Keep my head up. And, so basically, I'm just going to keep this real short because I know I have to be mindful of the callers. But, I know that you have a lot of, you have a large voice. And, you're the type of dude that, I look up to when it comes to just, having a stance regardless of what people have to say. But, one thing that I did learn, especially living out in Seattle, is that like people are extremely sensitive, you know, and like when you like hold people accountable or when you're debating with someone, right? Like, and like they're not on your side, right? Like they want to basically like put up like this, especially in Seattle, all of the feminists and stuff. Like they want to put up like this victims like mentality, you know what I'm saying? And just people.
What's
just
up? Wait, hold on. What's up with you with Seattle? And you like, you know what I'm saying? You always talking about Seattle like it's another planet or something. Like, what's going on in Seattle that's popping off, bro?
I mean, like, honestly, like I can only say so much about it, but like you would have to come there and see it yourself. Just from my experience, man, it's just, you know, like I want to bring that New York Miles Cunningham, you know, attitude towards people, you know, especially when it comes to just like, you know, hold people accountable when they're wrong. But you just can't really do that out there, man. You know, you gotta just, that's something.
So wait, so like, what's the issue though? But what's the issue?
Like, damn, like basically you just gotta learn that people are just living off experience, you know what I'm saying? And even though like you might be saying the right shit, like people just not gonna like absorb it, you know? Like in New York it's different, you know what I'm saying? Just because you can have a voice, you can have that masculine energy out there, you know what I'm saying? Where you can say what you want, but regardless of the people like it, like as long as it's right, it's okay. But out there, it's just, you know, like, you just gotta be careful. It's like anything you say, man, like people are just gonna use it against you out there, man. That's just something I've learned.
So you're saying that in Seattle, people are you're saying that it's just a different vibe, and then they're gonna act different based off of you, because from what I'm hearing from you from the past couple of calls that you called in. You were saying that there's a bunch of feminists out there. They don't like black guys, and you got to be a bitch ass nigga for them to respect you because they don't like masculine dudes and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Masculine dudes. I mean, I do for black guys, right? Because again, you got all that stop and frisk shit out there, like in supermarkets and everything. Police is coming for black people, which is. I see them just because like they're having a pair of baggy jeans, but I noticed that like, you know, like other blacks like.
But see, the thing is this: at the end of the day, right? You have to have dominion over your environment, whatever you're doing. You can't let your environment, overtake you. You understand what I'm saying? Because your environment, see, on some spiritual shit. You are basically your environment anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are having trouble in your environment, you understand what I'm saying? You have to look within yourself to fix whatever is going on within you to make that environment match you. So if you're okay, you'll be okay in whatever environment you're in. You see what I'm saying? If you're making your environment influence you, you're going to feel a certain type of way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you can have two people in the same situation and have totally different types of, experiences, and one person will have all these troubles, the other person's like, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? Because it's based off of how you see it. So what I'm saying to you is, don't let that, your environment, like how people like, oh, I'm a product of my environment. That's why I do this and do that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's because they made their environment influence them. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of them influencing the environment. You see what I mean? So that's what I say to you. Don't fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't like let that shit get to you like that. You see what I mean?
I agree, man.
All right.
I agree.
You got it? Because I don't want you calling in and talking about, yo, in Seattle, they out here doing this and bruh, just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
get in touch with who you are.
Right. That's what you got to do.
I agree, man. I thank you guys for sharing your time with me, and then let the next caller speak.
All right, bro.
All right, peace, bro.
Appreciate the call. All right. Man, John H., what you talking about? He said no one has the same environmental impacts. What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about? Man. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
I'm sorry, man. What's good with Locario and Miles Cunningham, man? What's good with y'all?
What's
Chilling.
up, man?
What's going on?
Hey, man, chilling, man. Real quick question. Now I know you in an open relationship, and I don't know about you, Miles. I don't know if you're single or whatever your relationship status is.
I'm single and fucking, B. That's what I'm.
I'm single. Okay. So I always hear y'all talking about, when you see a woman with another man, do nothing, or like a man steps to your girl, do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just be relaxed, stay calm. You know what I mean? And I completely understand that. There's a lot of these jealous cats out here, insecure as hell.
Right.
But in my opinion, now let me just say this: what if you caught your girl, right? You walked in your house from work, and you caught your girl. Let's say you was monogamous. You walked in your house, your girl was fucking on your bed. What would Locario and Miles Cunningham do?
So you saying if you're in a monogamous relationship and you walk in the house and you caught your woman fucking some other dude?
Yes, sir.
I just be like, yo, we done. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, yo, put on y'all shit. You could bounce, and both of them could bounce, and then we done. You feel what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, y'all both live in the house, same house?
No. This didn't happen to me, but I was just like, man, what if that something like that ever happened? What would you do? Because I was watching your video talking about just do nothing. But what if the dude is out the mouth with it? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of emotions going around. What would really be the man thing to do?
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is, since I don't know this nigga, I'm going to get my gun. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna let him. I ain't gonna point it at him or nothing, but I'm gonna let him know the shit is locked and loaded, and he gotta get his clothes on and get the fuck out the house.
Right.
If he says anything, he might get pistol whipped. Because at this point, I'm not mad at you, bruh, but now that we're here in this situation, it's time for you to leave. I'm not mad at you, but you gotta go. You understand? Because I need to deal with my bitch. Then after he leaves, I gotta let her know that is over. You understand? I gotta let her know that she fucked up and she need to pack her shit.
Right. That's it.
That's really it right there. I mean, there's really no more malice than that. Like, it's you gotta cut the short shit short. You understand?
Yeah.
Because people gonna fuck. But that's why at this point in my game, I don't really fuck with monogamy and all that shit. I ain't trying to put that type of pressure on no bitch, and I don't want that type of pressure on me. You understand what I'm saying? And I let all my bitches know that I deal with other bitches. Like, it's nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I keep it pushing that way. No pressure. We all have a good time. When I see you, I see you. And when I'm not with you, live your life. Because I'm not going to be texting you and all that shit. Only reason why I'm texting a chick is to set up the next time we meet. You understand?
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel that. Hell yeah, but real quick, I know y'all gotta get us out of here, but I had a real crazy experience with this one female. I wanted to see if y'all ever been in the same situation. Now, I was at work.
Right.
Female at work. I work at like a temp agency, well, not anymore, but I used to work at a temp agency. And a whole bunch of people will come in, a whole bunch of women. It's like a high school in that job. It's a warehouse. So, women and men, they talking to each other all the time. So, I guess I was talking to this one female. I was just trying to fill it out a little bit. I really didn't want to fuck with her because she was just like on a little bit of weird shit. I just didn't. I peeped it in her. She was just a little bit too crazy. I don't know. It's like a lot of things. I can see somebody inside somebody's soul. Like, when I talk to this is me, or if it's a lot of people that I can do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm not gonna really fuck with this bitch. About 2 days later, yesterday, this bitch gonna tell the lead. She was like, yeah, this dude making me uncomfortable. He's stalking me. Blah blah blah. He calling me sexy. He calling me this, that, and the third. And I'm like, how the hell? She always be sit with me at lunch and shit. So I'm like, how the hell do I make you uncomfortable? And you sit with me at lunch. A woman that pointed out, she's probably mad because you don't want to talk to her anymore, and you're not giving her that same attention that you used to, and she can see that. You calling her friend, because I ain't really know her name. I just called her best friend, and she didn't. So I feel like, what would you do in a situation like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm an entrepreneur. Now I'm just selling cars full time, but it's like, that's. If
it's kind of like, man, how bitch gonna just try to do you dirty just specifically because you ain't want to fuck with her like that? And I told her, and it's like calling her best friend like shit like that. So it's like, man, that's kind of sad to me. What would you do in that situation?
So let me get this straight. So this is a girl you said that you've seen around at the place when you work at this place. Was it college? Like what? I was confused about it.
It was my like part-time job.
Okay.
Like a little warehouse joint.
And so you see her around. And did she work at there too? She worked there too?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now you said that she said you were making her uncomfortable?
Yeah, because we was like talking to each other back and forth and shit, but I just really didn't want to fuck with her. So I was just like,
so stop talking to her then. So stop talking to her. Ignore her. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
That's
nah,
it.
For sure.
That's it.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. You only need to talk to a woman if she's doing what you want her to do.
Right.
Other than that, let me tell you something. Again, another thing you should know, right? Anytime that you spend speaking to a woman, it benefits her. Okay? Do you understand that? As a man, because it's your nature to be based in logic and order, you even saying hello to a female means that you're a representative of logic and order. So when you even say hello to her and she says hi back, you're paying her some type of attention. You understand? She's an agent of chaos by nature. She's a female. Shout out to Chronicles of Judah. But she is an agent of chaos. You understand me? So when you even just say hi to a female, you're benefiting her in a lot of different spiritual and energetic and supernatural ways that not a lot of people are aware of. So that's what I'm saying. If you're dealing with a female and she's not cooperating, she's not doing what you are requesting or would like her to do, you can literally, mid-sentence, stop talking to her and turn around and walk away. Literally. Right. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? A female isn't entitled to a man's attention. You understand?
Right.
So once she's not cooperating, once she's being combative or any other thing that's not conducive to your purpose, you can choose to stop talking to her, stop connecting with her, stop giving her anything. You understand what I'm saying? And don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to do that, because it's not that you're disrespecting her by stopping. It's that you're not being disrespectful to yourself. Do you understand? There's a difference, because a lot of people think that just because you're doing what's best for you disrespecting them. But fuck them. You understand? You have to do what's best for you. The disrespect that they feel is not your fault. You understand? As long as you're respecting yourself.
For sure, I feel that, man. I feel that.
Right. That's all it is, bro. And the reason why she did it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You see what I'm saying?
You don't need to ask questions. You don't need to worry about none of that shit. Just keep that shit pushed.
Right. You feel me? All right?
Yeah. All right, man. I'll keep doing what y'all do, B.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Have a good weekend.
Appreciate it.
All right, you too.
All right. So we got another maybe 20 minutes before we get out of here. We'll take a few more calls. You feel what I'm saying? Call the number 646-481-3901.
His jacket. That's a good jacket.
Oh, that shit's hot. All right, for the jacket. Man. So what's popping in the chat room? You know what I'm saying? What? Yo, y'all. Costas, man. If you don't get yourself a phone and call.
Costas is an attention whore. He just loves trolling.
Yo, what's popping? Who's this?
It's your boy Young Soldier 23, bro. What's good?
Chilling. What's going on?
Not much, man. I don't really got a question, bro, but I got a suggestion for like a video or like a Bad Boy membership video, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically, I haven't really seen a video of you going into like how to get women to just come to your house.
How to get women to what?
Like to get women to come to your house.
Come to my house? Come to your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have a program on the Bad Boy membership called The Ultimate Guide to Getting a Girl Back to Your Place. Are you on the Bad Boy membership?
Yeah, I'm on the Bad Boy membership, but I'm saying like not like you basically you say like, oh, you have to like go to the club and get her to come back to your house. No, I'm saying like straight off from like the app to get her to come to your house, cause I got a homie who's always pulling chicks and he doesn't even drive. He don't even got a car. He don't got shit to his name. But he's always having chicks drive to his house, bro. And I'm like, how the fuck does he do that shit?
Why didn't you ask him?
He can't explain it to me. Like I asked him.
That nigga couldn't explain it to you. He just ain't trying to tell you.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I could do a video
like
on specifically. So you basically talking about getting chicks specifically from the app to your house.
Yeah, like, and he gets a lot of chicks who got cars.
Right. Now I can do that shit. I'll put that in my notes.
Dude's broke as shit.
Right. I'll put that in my notes to to do a video on that. So dudes will understand how to make. I'm gonna put that on Patreon though. So y'all gotta get on Patreon and join the $20 tier because I'm gonna put that on Patreon. You feel what I'm saying?
I could tell you one thing. He probably just tell him to come to his house. I
don't know if it's that simple, man.
You see, that's the problem. Right. You get a lot of pussy from bitches that just come straight to your house.
I mean, sometimes, man, it's like, few and far in between, man. But
so then it's possible.
Like,
you just gotta know.
Most of them I meet up with them. And
then it's possible. You just gotta work harder. That's all.
I don't know. Maybe my game ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I feel like a lot of people could benefit from a like a whole video about that shit. You dig?
All right. Well, I'll do a video. You guys gotta make sure I get up on that Patreon because it ain't gonna be free. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Thank you. Thanks for the suggestion.
All right.
Peace.
All right, one.
All right. So caller number 646-481-3901. Man. Let me see what this is. Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, Locario and Miles? The two goats in the house.
What up?
What's the deal?
What's good? Yeah, the last caller, man, that shit. Oh man, that dude. If you just fucking ask if they want to come back, like what the fuck, dude? You been playing plenty of videos on that shit. Getting back to your house. But you say you set up a date. You know what I mean? And then you fucking try to keep it close to your house or close to a hotel and shit, and you fucking ask her to come back. She don't want to come back. She don't want to come back.
Oh no, I think he's talking about getting her straight from the app. Like you match with a girl on Tinder and get her to come straight to your house. I think that's what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, you talked about a FaceTime date type shit. Make sure she's not crazy.
Right.
That shit is smart as fuck. I agree.
Right. So what's good with you though?
But yeah, man. Nah, I'm chilling. But another caller you're talking about, as far as the women, you know what I mean? Her being fucking acting all, trying to get them all fired and shit. She felt offended and all that. But like, bro, stop fucking with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like I told you, I only fuck with submissive women. Like I'm in the gym, right? You know, and I see this badass bitch. You know what I mean? Slim, thick body and shit. You know, and I'm getting at her, like, you know what I mean? I've been checking you out. You know what I mean? You got a nice body and shit. Like, you know, take my number. So I've been like giving chicks my number type shit. And I'm like, hit me up tomorrow at 2. You know, and then I test her. And, you know, she already acting funny. And she's talking about, oh, no, I'll do social media. I'm like, nah, I don't do fucking Snapchat or Instagram. I'm like, yo, get my number or that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the next day, you know, the bitch don't hit me up. And then she's fired, like you said. Like, she's done. So it's like the whole point of, like, you know what I mean? Talk more on, like, on why you should only fuck with submissive women. Explain more to me on that.
So you're saying why should you fuck with submissive women?
Yeah.
I mean, well, they're the best type of women, bro, because they're doing what they should be doing. It's the equivalent of a woman saying, why should you fuck with masculine men? You know what I mean? Like, it's better for the situation. So it's like, if you have the choice between dealing with women who are submissive and who's not, the submissive woman is always going to be a better match for the masculine dominant dude. And that's just as simple as it gets. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And then, like, another thing, like, when I'm approaching the chicks, all I want to do is fuck them and shit. So, like, how long should it take before I be like, yo, you know what I mean? I just want to fuck. And then I get her information when I'm talking to her.
You saying how long?
Yeah, like, you think, like, a good interaction, like, 2 minutes or something like that when you're talking to them?
It all depends. Most of this shit is really the vibe, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like a set thing that you can do with every girl. Like, oh, at the 3 minute and 59 second mark, I'm gonna tell her let's fuck. It don't work that way. it's right. It's about the vibe. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. Some girls, you could talk to them literally for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you'll be like, yeah, let me close this deal now. Some girls you may need to talk to for like 20 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? It's based off the vibe in certain situations. So it could happen literally at any time. There's times where I would literally go up to a girl, like I'll be in a club or a bar or some shit, and I would see a girl from across the room, she'd see me, we'd lock eyes, I'd walk over to her, and I would just kiss her. We wouldn't even talk yet. We just do a quick peck on the lips, and then I'll be like, hi, my name is so-and-so, what's your name? You see what I'm saying? And so it all depends on the vibe. You see what I mean? The vibe will tell you everything. You see what I mean? Some chicks, you're gonna talk to them and you're gonna realize, yeah, this chick ain't the chick I'm gonna be fucking because she's on some other shit. You see what I'm saying? It's all about, so it's not necessarily a time limit or a time frame. It's the vibe and the situation between you and that specific girl that's gonna lend itself to let you know, okay, yeah, this is the time to make it happen. You see what I mean?
Shit. That make a lot.
But that's why you gotta go out and talk to a lot of chicks, bro. That's why you gotta go out and talk to the women. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta touch them.
Right.
That's Locario. That's the biggest thing. Like you said, like when you shake her hand and you're able to hold on to that shit. And most of the time when I do that, the woman's never let go. I've held on and I'm touching her. Her hands are fucking soft and shit. I'm like, damn, you got some soft ass hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it's like I can escalate from there type shit just off of that. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that's how you do it, bro.
Yep.
So that's how you do it, man.
Right.
So that's pretty much it, man. But just listen, I appreciate the call. Want to get a few more of these calls before we get out of here, all right?
I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, have a good weekend, man.
Peace.
All right, brother.
So Angela in the chat said, at what point does a submissive woman become spineless and weak? She becomes spineless and weak when she's not submissive.
A woman doesn't need to have a spine.
And a woman is not submissive, that's when she's spineless and weak.
Facts.
Her submissiveness is her strength. That's what y'all don't get. You know what I'm saying?
Idiot. Wait, sorry, who's that?
Angela said to ask that.
Oh, Angela's single, ain't she?
Yo, Spabba, who's this?
Angela, you single?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? This is Kevin from Dayton, man.
Oh, shit. Kevin in the building. What's going on, bruh?
What's going on, man? What's up, Miles?
What up, baby? What's good?
What's up? Hey, man, I'm going to the gym. I'm listening to y'all, man. I heard the dude call in talking about how to get a chick to come to his house. Just like you said, Miles, tell her to come to your house. It's just that simple. Y'all talking about, and the whole thing is, just like you said, Locario and Miles, the guy, he doesn't believe.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's why he doesn't believe it can happen.
Right. Right.
What's the movie The Matrix? When Morpheus told what's the guy Neo, when he started to really get it, Morpheus said he's starting to believe.
Right. Exactly.
That's
A
my
lot of
shit,
guys out here, they don't believe the things that you're saying because it doesn't seem real to them.
Right, exactly. Right. It's not a part of their reality yet.
It's not a part of reality.
Right.
The only way that you can get good and get a reality-based thinking is to actually go in and participate.
Right.
You have to participate in the game. You can't sit on the sidelines and understand how to do a jump shot. You got to put the ball in your hand.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to learn. I had a chick say, I took her on a date, and then, okay, I told her the next time, I said, hey, you need to come to my house. I'm not going out no more. She was like, well, I'm scared to come to your house. I don't know what you're going to do to me. I said, hold on, baby. I said, you're not scared to come to your house, come to my house because of me. You scared of what you're going to do. You don't know.
Facts.
That chick said, she paused for like a second. I didn't say nothing. I let her marinate on what I just said.
Right.
And she said to me, she said, you're right. I'll be over. What's your address?
Booyah.
Right.
Just that quick. It's not that hard. Guys have to believe that it can happen. Dealing with women is so easy. You have to put the work in. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Right.
And I love women. I love the way they smell, the way they walk, the way they talk.
women act and how they move. You gotta be real observant. Go to the mall one day and just watch women.
Right.
Watch how they. When I talk to a woman, before I even talk to her, I basically know how she's gonna respond to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way she carries herself, what's her mannerism?
Right.
Does she have a masculine frame about her? How is she moving? How is she walking? Before I approach her, I know basically how she gonna come at me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But that's when your game gets top notch. I can't talk top notch yet to these guys because they don't understand. You got to be a part of it before you can understand it. And Locario called in last time. I'm still trying to get my channel up. My channel was called Dating with K Dub.
Where you go? What is it called again? What's your channel called again?
Dating with K Dub.
Dating with K Dub. That's K what? D-U-B-B?
Yeah, dating with and then K D-U-B.
D-U-B. Okay. So dating with K Dub. So make sure you guys subscribe to Kevin's channel, man, because I already know he dropping fire, and I'm about to go in there and subscribe. You looking it up right now?
Man.
You looking it up
yeah,
right now?
I got like one video up. I'm just checking it out. But yeah, man, check me out, man, and hey, I love what y'all do, man. Hey, I'm gonna come on here and start putting out that hot fire.
That's what's up.
I got you. We on it, baby.
We subscribing. That's what's up.
Man, check that out, man. I'll get with y'all later.
All right, bro.
All right.
Peace. That's my dude, Kevin. That's my dude, Kevin. So what's popping with you guys? So we got 10 minutes left. We'll take maybe one more caller. Then we'll get out of here. What's popping? Who's this?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Locario? Why you hung up on me again?
Wait, what?
Hello?
What's going on? Who's this?
Mr. Locario.
Who's
Mr.
this?
Locario, you remember me?
Who is this?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you I was the guy. I asked you because I had no confidence in myself, and I live with my mom.
Wait, what's your question?
Okay, sir, I have a question, sir. How do I stop getting nervous around women? Because I get real nervous, sir.
Oh
my goodness.
Trolling?
I think he's a troll.
All right, let's next call.
I think you're trolling.
You're the man. Mr. Carter.
Next call.
All right, next caller. Let's get a real call. Oh my goodness. I've been trying to give dudes the benefit of the doubt, but you can't. You.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much. So, I have this problem. So I'm with this lady. I'm chilling with her. She plays me for a while. I find out, and when I find out that she's been messing with me, I stopped talking to her for a while. She stopped talking to me for a while. A few weeks go by, 2-3 weeks, and I hit her up. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And we're just talking and then going back and forth, and she was just being normal. That was the first time she was being normal after that time she was dating me. So I hit her up. I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out? Do you want to do this and that? And she gave me this nah, I'm busy type of vibe. But she said that she was working, but she actually is working. So I'm just wondering, can I still rekindle that situation?
No.
Make it
no.
happen?
Stop talking about her now. No. Next bitch. Fuck.
What?
Next bitch. Holla at another girl. Leave her alone.
Oh shit.
Yes. That's it. It's over, nigga. It's over. Next bitch.
So I can't.
Yeah, no, you can't. No, it's over.
Yo. Oh man. Oh, it's too funny.
Next bitch. If you still talking about this same bitch, you can hang up right now. Call us back when you're dealing with another bitch.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Damn.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Hilarious.
How much bullshit these niggas take from these hoes.
I don't know.
And then they want to tell us we giving bitches passes.
Right.
Why y'all think these bitches is treating y'all niggas like this? Oh my God.
That's funny. That's hilarious. See, what you guys gotta understand, man, is that the shit is supposed to be easy. You understand?
Imagine Miles has an alarm clock. Fuck, man. You niggas kill me with this shit, man.
Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hey guys, Ross.
What's going on?
So, I know like today's topic is, the women change your plans, right?
Uh-huh.
And she's gotta follow your plans. But my girlfriend, she doesn't always want to like do like a lot of the things I do, like like work out at the gym, or go to this place to hang out. But I wanted to like do more stuff with me. But
wait, how long you been with your girlfriend?
About a year and a half now.
Okay. And you said that she doesn't want to do anything with you? Is that what you're saying?
No, like, we do a lot of things together, of course, but I mean, like, I wanted to do more stuff with me, like, go to the gym and work out more, so you be with her more, and also want to, get her more toned up, but...
And why, let me ask you a question. Why do you think she doesn't want to do any of this stuff?
I don't know, I guess she's not into it, or...
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How long were you with her before she became your girlfriend?
For about, I think, like 7 months.
Okay. And so...
Something like that.
All right, that's kind of quick. But, so was she not, when she was with you for those 7 months, right? Was she doing things with you? Was she doing the type of things you wanted her to do with you?
Yeah, like, I'd say, like, vast majority of the stuff, she was very cooperative.
Right, and then when she became your girlfriend, all that shit kind of stopped?
Yeah, kind of gradually.
Who initiated the whole relationship? The girlfriend-boyfriend stuff?
Like, who brought it up?
Yes.
She did. She was wondering, after a while, like, what are you looking for? Or we never talked about that.
And
and then
have you heard my advice on making a girl your girlfriend?
Yeah.
What I usually say?
Well, I know one of the advice he gave was to wait for about a year.
Okay, so why did you make her your girlfriend in 7 months?
I don't know. Actually, I found out that advice after I made her my girlfriend.
Oh shit!
But yeah, I wish I had known before.
Yo, it sounds like it's somebody need to get dumped. That's what it sounds like.
So what do you think is your next move? What do you think you should do?
I don't know.
Because let me ask you a question: Do you want your girl to work out with you, or do you want your girl to work out?
Yeah.
Right. And so if she's not doing that, then what do you think should happen?
I don't know. Give her ultimatum. I don't know.
So is there anything special? Anything other stuff special about this girl that you really like about her or love about her?
Yeah, and she cooks for me, cleans for me, and she's she doesn't have like there's no difficulty or resistance from her when it comes to getting sex. And we hang out, and we like to watch a lot of the TV shows, and go out with her friends,
and she seems always very sweet and understanding.
Mm-hmm. And so my question to you is how important is it to you that she work out with you and do all these other things she's not doing with you?
I mean, I get it kind of important, but I guess it's not the biggest deal in the world.
Okay, because this is what I'm asking. If it's not the biggest deal, like for example, if her not going to the gym with you is not that big of a deal, then it doesn't really matter. But if her not going to the gym with you is a huge deal, and she's not doing that, then you need to keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to figure out what's a big deal and what's not a big deal. But to me, it seems like it's a big deal, which is why you called it in the first place.
How old are you?
31.
How old is she?
She's actually like 44.
Oh my Jesus.
God. She too old to come to the gym. No, but she too old to be doing all of that. She ain't a young bitch no more. Listen, is she a fat bitch?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
She does yoga. She does, exercise classes. So, yeah.
You alright, bro. You alright. You okay. I think maybe she's just not like, because yoga is a little bit, it's lower impact. And older chicks like that type of shit. I think the main reason is because of the age difference. So she may not be willing to go as hard as you are with the physical stuff. You see what I'm saying?
But my question to you still is that you got to think about, are the things that she's not doing a deal breaker? That's what you got to think of. You understand what I'm saying?
I see. So it's really going to come down to what I think,
Yeah, it's always down to what you think. Right, it's always down to what you think. But what I'm saying is, that's why I was asking you how important it is. Because what I'm saying is, if there's certain things that's going to be important to you. And if those important things are not being, met, or things aren't going down, like you might, you might say, hey, it's important for me for my woman to cook. And if she's not cooking, then that's the issue. But the reason why I tell you guys to wait a while before you make a woman your girlfriend is because that gives you time to see if she is touching on all the important things that are important to you. You see what I'm saying? Because what I was saying is, if you wait for a while, and let's say that gym thing it was important,
right? Then
you would have been like, okay, I see that she's not really doing that type of shit, so therefore I'm not gonna make her my girlfriend. You see what I mean? And that's the thing. You guys, this is the funny part. Your girlfriend really shouldn't be giving you any problems, because you should have been vetting her for that year or year and a half to know if she's going to be the right type of girl for you. That's the point of waiting. You see what I mean? So it should be little to no issue when a woman's your girlfriend. You see what I'm saying?
And I'm going to tell you another thing too, because I've been with an older woman in a serious relationship. And psychologically, and it's most of it, with me it was more subconscious, but psychologically a lot of times when women are older than you, they feel like, they don't have to like do everything you say, or they don't have to really follow your lead to the letter. You understand what I'm saying? And that's another part of the reason why Locario says to give it time, because you want to really like solidify your stance and make sure she's following your stance. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to leave too much room for her to interpret anything on her own, because once she does that, then she feels like she's in control. She can make her own decisions, and she doesn't have to fucking listen to you. And then on top of that, she's older than you, so she feels like, hey, well, this guy's a young guy. What the fuck can he tell me?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And again, it's not necessarily conscious. It's the subconscious thing. Just, it's like an age thing. Like, you're older than somebody, so you feel like, well, I have more knowledge, experience, and wisdom, so why should I have to listen to them?
Right.
Yeah, I guess I kind of was getting the feeling that that's probably what she's thinking.
Yeah, and if you had waited a year, it would have been more clear to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you would have been through more shit with her, and then you would have noticed it, and then you would have been like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck how old you are. When I tell you to do something, you fucking do it." And then she gonna say, "Yes, daddy," and then there it is.
Yeah, it's just too bad because at first she was like very cooperative, with like when I set up the dates, with what we're gonna do, and just everything was smooth, like flowing a lot smoothly until I guess after a while, that's when I guess was hitting some of these like roadblocks.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You want to hit those roadblocks while that 1 year or year and a half, time span is happening. So that you can see, oh, okay, good. She's showing me that she's not ready for this type of situation, so I'm not going to make her my girl. Or the opposite. She's showing me that she is ready for this type of situation, I'll make her my girl. You see what I'm saying? So I would say, for now, spend some time with yourself. Ask yourself, what is important to me in this situation? And if there's other things that aren't as important, don't sweat it. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. So let's say, if you say, well, the gym is not that important, you just go to the gym by yourself and do what you do. You feel what I'm saying? But if it's important for you to have your girl in the gym with you so that you can work out with her and make sure she's staying fit, then that's a different story. You see what I'm saying?
Let's see. So you can't really like convince her. It's just going to be up to her.
No, this is what I'm saying. Forget about her for a second. I'm saying you got to figure out what's important to you. You see what I'm saying? First, that's what you're thinking.
I have another question. Why do you want her to come to the gym with you?
Because I wanted her to, spend more time, and she said before that she'd be willing to like have me help her train, and tone up her body.
Why do you want to spend more time with her though? Are you not spending enough time?
No, we are. It's just that I prefer to spend even more time with her,
Well, why though?
Because I love her.
Oh man.
No. That's not a reason. I'm asking you for you're a man. I'm asking you for a logistical reason.
Right.
A logical reason.
Well, and I wanted her to get a toned body.
Okay, then you gotta make that be your focus. Mm-hmm. Don't tell a bitch because you love her. Don't ever do that shit. You understand?
Okay.
Because if she feels like you want to spend more time with her for a reason that's other than logical, then she's gonna feel like you're just trying to keep tabs on her, or you just want her in the gym with you, because if she's in the gym with you, then that means she's not with anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? So if you have a purpose for her to be in the gym with you, let that be your focus and let her know, look, I really want your body to be more toned than it is. I want us both to be very healthy and to have a toned body, and that's what I want for us. You understand? Right. That's where you have to keep your focus if that's what you really want. Okay?
I see.
All that other emotional shit is not gonna help you, because she's just gonna look at you as being kind of weak and needy. You understand?
Yeah, you're saying be more practical.
Yes, it has to. There has to be a reason behind it, because you're a man. You're a man. Let her come up with the fucking emotional reasons for shit. You're a man. If you're saying I want you to come to the gym with me, you have to give her a logical reason. So she has something to follow, something concrete to follow. So she's thinking to herself, well, I'm doing this not just for his like emotional benefit, but I'm actually doing it so I can get a toned body like he said. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
So yeah, so I think that's your best bet.
Right.
But really, other than that though, other than this conversation, like Locario said, spend some time with yourself. Ask yourself really, like, what's the real reason?
Right.
And if you can come up with a logical reason, like a real practical reason, then I say pursue, the argument of her spending more time in the gym with you. If it's just because you love her and you want to spend more time with her, it's not gonna work.
Right.
If that's the case, then just leave the shit alone and work out with her whenever you get the chance, and just appreciate those moments, and that's it.
Right. All right, bro.
All right.
All right, man. Appreciate the call.
Good luck.
All right. All right, people. It is about that motherfucking time.
You gonna shout them niggas out?
Yes. Remember, guys, get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook, go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. If you do not have this, you are slipping. You are slacking on your macking, slipping on your pimping. What else that rhymes? I don't know.
Sucking on your fucking.
So you guys gotta make sure you get that. Let me shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to Music and Basketball, and For Business, King Shad, Trevon, Ron Starr, L. McKinley. Shout out to Mimi M. Shout out to April MC. Shout out to True Savage. Shout out to Zay King, O'Milly. Who else? K Zaggin 20. Jaded. Slime Peso. Heavy Hands in the building. Tito Smiles. Who else? Spartan Butler. Dominique R. Trevor Real. Costas. Who else was in here that I didn't shout out? Sean Benedict. Red Pill Chauvinist in the building. Man, had a lot of people.
Red Pill Chauvinist.
The Alpha in the building.
That's the dude right there.
Farouk. Who else is in here? Angela was in here. Keith. Alphonse. Strider Chip. Shout out to you. Who else? Kelly Moore was in here. Shout out to you. Sonic the Hedgehog. Cool Chris from St. Louis in the building. D Sander. Man, so shout out to everybody. I'll be back. I'm probably do another one on Monday. Probably during the day at some point. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be back next week. Game Kings is coming 2020. Okay? 20 next year, summertime. It's going to be fucking insane, okay? It's going to be on fucking point. You feel what I'm saying?
It really is. It really is.
Right.
It's a dope documentary, guys.
Like the shit is crazy.
But we're taking our time and doing it right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you can't rush good work, but keep your anticipation up. You know, tell everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Start saving your money now. Start saving your fucking money now. You know, a lot of you guys like put away $5 a week or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like because I'm saying,
right.
You know, a lot of you cats act like money is the only reason why you're not learning the game. Like, all right, start saving your money from now then.
Right.
Since we giving y'all time, we're taking our time to do the documentary and put it together. Start saving your money.
Right.
Like, shit ain't gonna be free, cause niggas is working.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So all y'all niggas using cold approach, choosing signals, and all that other shit as an excuse, and money. We don't want to hear no excuse when the shit drop. You see what I'm saying? Son, and tell these niggas, didn't I cold approach last night?
Oh shit!
And
last
I picked up.
Listen, this nigga, he hollered at this bad joint. And I had to wingman it though.
Yeah, good looking.
I had to wingman it because there was the two other friends I had to occupy them. While he was doing it. And it was funny because the two other girls, they were like, "What's your friend doing over there?" I was like, "Don't worry about him."
Right, because I recognized the set, right? I recognized the set, and then when I found the opportunity, I took her over to another part of the spot we was
So
in.
he had to remove the girl he was talking to.
I extracted my prey.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
He put her on the other side, and then so I had to keep the other two girls occupied so they don't cop block.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. But you know what was crazy though? Before I even extracted her, I got the number and set up a date already.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So even if all of that didn't work, I still would more than likely be seeing her when I'm set to see her.
Right.
But the thing I got to do is I got to get some one-on-one time, FaceTime, and was touching and flirting and talking and laughing and this and that. You feel me?
Right.
So y'all niggas shitting on cold approaching? I picked up literally the baddest bitch in the spot yesterday. The baddest bitch in the spot.
Right. So he said Mimi said, "Did you have your shades on?"
No, I didn't.
All right, y'all, we out of here. Peace. The truth is inside
Yo, it's Friday night. Go holla.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We out.